Welcome back to the 92nd episode of the Could Be Better podcast. I am made fun of when I walk down the street with my friends in downtown Frederick because I say, "Hey man, funny, I'm Chris Perry." And I'm here with my friend, Colin McGuire.
Man, I've been downgraded to a friend first.
Well,
Second, did people really say that to you?
yeah, I was walking. So, emo night was 2 weeks ago. And then after emo night, we went, a handful of us walked down to NOLA and we saw Hostile Array play. And on the way
Oh,
down, these
wow.
guys, these guys were like, "Hey, what's up?" I was like, "Hey, man." And they're like, "Hey, man." And I'm like, "Wow, do I really sound like that?" I was like, "Yeah, I guess, but you didn't have to like be hurtful about it."
Well, stick around for next week when I'll just be an acquaintance. And then the week, the week after that, I'll be, I don't know, what's the next? A work
Th-
friend?
A work
What's that?
colleague.
An enemy? Oh, an enemy, a
Ooh,
colleague. Yeah, did you say
yeah.
colleague? Yeah,
Colleague's good.
a colleague and then an enemy.
And then
Good.
eventually, then you'll be like, "Yeah, this guy I used to know."
Yeah, right. I'll just be somebody that you used to know. That was really good.
It's really good. So we're here. It's our second week back. Let's talk to the Could Be Better Nation just for a quick second. Is that okay?
Oh, is that CBBN?
CBBN. I was not expecting to get the amount of texts or DMs from people that listened to last week's episode, and
Definitely.
it means a lot. And so thank you. You know who you are. Actually, it was only Demetrius, but just I'm just kidding. It was a really pleasant gift. Colin, did you get pleasant gifts?
Oh boy. Yeah, I did. I got a lot of text messages from somebody telling me to go vote. Trademark. Uh, yeah, no, I did. I heard, I guess I won't name names either, but people were very, what was odd to me was how many people didn't know that you had already announced that you weren't going to do shows anymore. So I kind of thought you had the pulse on that, but I guess not.
Well, I mean, it's the internet, and then the nice thing, I guess, is people that are asking for shows is, yeah, hey, we're not booking anymore. You can go try working with at NOLA. I think that's pretty clear. But yeah, it's just
Well, you've been saying this for months to people. You would think at the very least, word would have gotten around, right? It
I
doesn't
think
matter
so.
if no one reads your Facebook posts. It's like, hey,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe I should have put it on. I mean, I did. Here's the thing. I put it on Threads too, I think. So I mean, like it's everywhere.
how about Blue Sky? Where's the could be better Blue
Hmm.
Sky?
It's next to the Tom Cruise Vanilla Sky.
Oh boy, that's a great movie. Have you seen
It's a
that
great movie.
movie?
Of course, it's
That is a
Penelope
great
Cruz.
movie. That's no, it's not, is it?
I think it's
Okay.
Cameron Diaz and Penelope Cruz. It's a killer cast.
Hey, there's this great app that has this movie game. Um, I think you should play it. I'm gonna send it to you.
Tom Cruise, Penelope Cruz, and Cameron Diaz.
Is Tom
They're
Cruise and Penelope Cruz related?
different Cruz. I think you could say Penelope Cruz and then Tom Cruise.
I
Kurt
got a
Russell's
laugh from
also
the
in it.
live crowd.
I wish I
Yeah,
had a
Kurt
live
Russell.
crowd. Michael
Kurt
Shannon's in
Russell.
it. Look at that.
Oh
2001.
man,
What a
what
time.
happened to him? He said, "I'm gonna go win
Who?
an Oscar and go away." Michael Shannon.
Michael Shannon he's
He's the
in
whale, wasn't he? Wasn't he the whale?
No, that was Brendan Fraser, dog.
Oh, they look alike.
They do. Wow. Folks, write in. Does Michael Shannon look like Brendan Fraser? My goodness.
Ish. So,
Brendan Fraser,
anyways,
he's the voice of the robot guy in Doom Patrol.
I don't know what that is.
It's a DC
Is-
WB show that's not super good.
That's a big acronym. Uh, what do you think of American Dad?
Family Guy light.
Yeah, it's weird that it's grown this sort of cult following. That's my.
Wait. Oh, but I mean,
We
like
talked about this.
The Cleveland show has the same
No,
thing, right?
is that still going?
I don't know. Is anything still
Because
going
I know,
anymore?
well, yeah, because American Dad like moved to TBS and it's still like doing new episodes. I think the Cleveland show's gone. How is Family Guy still on? That's the most politically incorrect cartoon
Simpsons.
in the world right now. No, they're kinder than Family Guy. Family Guy is
Family Guy
pretty
was
tough.
game changer.
Was it? This is we're so far off the rails.
Yeah,
So we only have what, three shows left?
3 shows left, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Um, I'm excited. The since pretty much since we've announced it, every show we've had, I've kind of had that moment of like, oh, this is a lot of work. And then there's like oh, but this was a lot of fun. And all the shows have been great. Um, and it's been sweet. So this is we have on Saturday. So this is out on the oh crap, we missed it. It's the spooky edition of the Could Be Better podcast. It's Halloween today.
That's right. I'm in a costume.
I am also in a costume, and it's weird we're both wearing the Borat jumpsuit costume.
That's, that's I just call it pajamas. So that's
But yeah, so Saturday the 2nd, November 2nd, we got Mr. Husband, Silent Old Mountains, and Anna PS. And so Anna has been a long time performer at Old Mother. Anna's come through on tour a lot when we had the open mic nights on Tuesday because we were one of the few places that had shows on Tuesday night. So shout out to Anna and her mom who reached out to us on the Facebook asking when her daughter played. So that's super cool. And then the 2 weeks from then we have Humbalaya and Jack Funk. And that's going to be a funky, jammy night. And that's on November 16th. And then the final show, which we haven't announced yet. So this is here right off the press. Taylor Swift's birthday is December 13th. And there is a show at Old Mother called Sad Girl Night. And we're actually going to have 4 bands that are, it's kind of like the emo night, but it's all with your favorite bands that have female lead singers. And so we have Taylor Swift as the headliner, played by Frederick's Finest, Sullivan is Dead. We have the Let There Be Rock School Band playing as Paramore, which I have in writing that they're only playing Paramore songs, so that'll be fun. I have we have our friend of the show,
that's
Flo
so inside baseball.
so inside
So
baseball. But it got
that's
you in.
the first Jenny. It did. That's the first genuine laugh I've ever had on this thing. That was funny.
Oh. So then we have friend of the show, Flo Petite, is playing a Mitski set where
I
one per
didn't. Did you tell me
one
that?
yeah, I did. One person's
Okay.
gonna know the words and it's gonna be awesome. Unless I've totally I'm unsure about the Mitski following in Frederick and surrounding areas. And then we have our final opener, which is really cool. Sarah and her partner moved here from someplace and was looking for places to play live music. So Sarah Donnelly is going to be playing a Casey Musgrave set. And if she does not play Slow Burn, I might pull the plug.
I think she's gonna have to. She's gonna
You have
have
to do
to play
Slow
that
Burn.
song.
You have to do High Horse. I mean, it's going to be great. We'll see if she does anything from the new record. So it'll
Here's
be
my
very interesting.
question. Did you think of reaching out to friend of the show Daphne Ekman to do a set? Was because she's everywhere. She's touring. She's doing all these things.
Daphne has done more this year than most people, and it's insane. She and her manager Jake Fine from Fine Tuned Productions, that's doing
From Flooded.
Fine Tuned
No,
Productions, I
Flooded.
think. No,
Jake
that's
from
funny.
Flooded. You're
Different Jake.
okay.
Boo.
Oh
The
man.
Jake is booking shows, I think, like in Eldersburg or someplace that actually doesn't have a lot of cool stuff. So Jake's also doing the Lord's work out there. So shout out to Jake. But they're going on, Daphne's going on tour. She just played Nashville a couple nights ago, and it's like their shows look really well attended, and like it's great. So I'm super happy for Daphne and Miko and the rest of the gang. That's the best. So I did reach out to her. She said she's busy. I think she was like washing her hair that night.
What about baby photos? They could have done a set.
Could have done a set. Yeah, it was just
We're really talking through this right now, aren't
yeah,
we?
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah. It's they are not playing, and that's okay. Maybe there will be something next year.
There'll
We'll have
be a
something similar.
volume two.
We had actually somebody reach out to us about doing a similar thing, but for women in rock music. And it was going to be a little bit more of an older group of people, and maybe stay tuned for what might happen with that. But anyway, December 13th. They're gonna be ticketed. It's a ticketed show, which is kind of
Really?
crazy.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that.
because you get friendship bracelets. So Old Mother's making friendship bracelets for when you come in, and they are
How
featured
great
with.
is that?
It's the best. The one of them, and I will reveal it to you now because it's a surprise. And for anyone that listens to podcasts like you know, this is your special treat. One of them says, look what you made me brew." It's so
Oh my. Can you set aside one for me? I'd really like one. Is
well.
that possible?
Here's the thing. I did call you my friend, but they are best friend bracelets, so I will get you and
Oh,
Bethany
that's
one
right.
because we are
Oh,
best friends.
can I? How about a frenemy? How about a frenemy one?
No, I don't
So
have any of
if
those.
that's one saying, if look what you made me brew, what are the other ones? Are there other?
Tune
No, it's
in.
that's the same thing.
Come to
Oh,
the show to
okay.
find out. You know. So yeah, there's gonna be a
Okay.
whole bunch, and Kristen is just shout out to Kristen from Old Mother. She's the best, and I think outside of doing shows for having cool shows for bands and doing a cool thing for the community, working with Kristen is like one of the best things ever. I've Keith and Kristen, and you know,
That's your
uh,
person, man.
yeah,
You spend more time with her. Like you should start a podcast with her.
she would that would not she would hate that, but those are the shows. They'll be on the website. Tickets are out on Friday. You've heard it here first. I think we're only going to do them for like not a lot of money. So buy a couple, have a good time. I think they're $5, but we'll see. Um, but they're only it's going to be a really nice, fun time, and it's a Friday night, so I'm a little worried because Friday nights are tough. But we wanted to make sure we were celebrating Taylor Swift's night, and if she announces some sort of special thing because it's a Friday and that's when music comes out now, maybe we get to celebrate playing just the new Taylor Swift record all night long on the PA. So we'll see how that goes too.
That might actually be the day her book comes out. Did you see that? The Eras Tour book.
There's gonna
So
be
I think
something,
that's
yeah.
no, she already announced it. I think that's the day it comes out.
Oh,
So yeah,
there we go.
I think that's when
Allegedly,
that is.
one might have heard or one might have said that maybe she'll be there signing books. I don't know. She played in Frederick one time.
Yeah. I mean, we have it on good authority that she'll be there. So um the thing though that's interesting, you mentioned that it's Halloween. I do you remember we've been doing this for so long when we had guests who part of remember like when we would do the rapid fire questions thing
Oh
and we
yeah.
would ask them what their favorite Halloween candy was. Remember like dates back forever.
Yeah, I'm looking at we had some of the fun guests we had. So season one, Halloween time. Well, I mean, I think we kind of did it around like spooky season, but like because I think we asked the milestones were one of our last few episodes that we had in 2022. In the let's see, season three around spooky season was Jack Funk, Stitch, and then we had
I think I
a you.
remember asking Stitch about Halloween candy and also Nick from Jack Funk too. By
Mhm,
the way, also Jack Funk, one of the ill-fated performances that we've had on this podcast, which
mhm.
was very good. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
it was a cool song. No, no, no. Yeah, those are the only two real big Halloweeny guests we've had. But yeah, I think if we're talking like name brand candy and we're talking um the normal variety, not like, you know, hey, the almond Snicker squares that are harder to find, or like the
Whoa,
uh you know,
that was a
again,
deep pull.
it's the only Snicker. So I can have those Snickers, and I can have there's a new thing called the pecan Snickers, which are like the knock. They're not as good
Ew.
as the almond. Yeah, it's not great, but I had them, and I can say I've had two Snickers now in my life. Hashtag I'm allergic to peanuts. But um, uh, I think Milky Ways are just kind of like just the top of the like just the normal. Hey, if I'm going to grab something, I think that's fine. Chocolate caramel, and then you can also stick them in the freezer. It's not that bad.
So I've told this story before and I'm gonna tell it again because I just had an experience going out. I went to buy Halloween candy. The thing is with the Halloween candy is that I am responsible for all of the Halloween candy and I have a system. If you have a good costume, you get a full candy bar.
For
If
sure.
not, you have to pick from the jar. Well, I went to newly minted membership Sam's Club, which I was very, very excited about. I got a year membership for $20, which made me very, very happy. And I was looking for, they sell those boxes of full blown candy bars there. Of course they do, because it's Sam's Club. You can buy a whole chicken at Sam's Club at this point. It was so expensive. It was outrageous. So I substituted the full candy bar for a box of full cow tails. Is that an adequate substitution? Have you ever had a cow tail in your life?
I'm a big fan of cowtails. I'm also a big fan of
Oh,
the goats little circles with like the buttholes or whatever they're called. Like
yeah.
yeah, like those are
Well,
cool.
okay.
But did
You
you
don't
know
need to get
now
graphic.
they do make different flavored cowtails now? And I've had
I saw that.
the strawberry and chocolate one, and they're both all good.
They have, is the chocolate one, maybe it's not the chocolate one, but there's like one that's like almost black licorice-y that I
That's too much.
think exists. No, I really want to try it. I haven't tried it. But anyway, I'm convinced that there's going to be nobody who actually comes by this place. So I'm going to be stuck with 500 pieces of miniature candy and a box of cowtails. And also, I went out and got 2 boxes. Was it a Mike and Ike? I think Mike and Ike and a Good and Plenty to give out for best costume. We'll see how this goes. I have a feeling after Halloween, there's going to be a lot of candy left over.
The silly fun part about it all, though, is I don't think any of those candies are great rewards.
That's messy. Well, you don't know what the other miniatures are.
Well, but the
So I
minis are
actually,
fine. But it's like, oh hey, here's a reward. It's a box full of hair ties. It's like, okay, like that's
all
cool.
right,
Like,
okay. Okay. No, well, first of all, you're right. And I agree with you. I feel guilty. I feel guilty with the big prize being a cowtail. That's a pretty bullshit. It is. I mean, let's be honest. It is. Or as Drake would say, let's be honest. But I just, I don't know what else to do. I was thinking maybe sticks of incense. That could go, but kids might actually eat those. I was also, thinking of handing out cards for 15 minutes with Hubie. You if you're a great kid, you got a good costume, you might be friends. Oh no, look behind you.
hi. Speaking of
About
cute kids,
money.
hey, can you say hello?
Hey,
Hello.
Wes. Oh,
Say,
Wes, how are
Hello.
you?
say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, you got talking to the microphone.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Collin just gave out his
Oh.
mailing address to everybody on the podcast. How cool is that?
I see more.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I see all
What
this my phone.
what's his favorite candy? Can you ask him that? I don't think he can hear me. Hi.
Hey, Wesley, what was your favorite candy when you went trick-or-treating?
Blue.
Blue. Everything was blue.
What,
He
like
grabbed
Jolly
the
Rancher blue?
Yeah, he grabbed the Jolly Rancher blue. He grabbed one of the Tootsie Roll blues.
Hi.
Yeah, you got to talk to
That's
you.
Hi.
And they had
Aw.
Hi.
yeah, he's talking to the front of it. For folks that aren't tuned into the live feed, he's talking into the front. He's talking into the top of the mic because he sees that there's a barrier. It's a pop filter, buddy. All right, hey, we're gonna wrap up with
Yeah.
uh
And
hey
now he's
Wes,
grabbing it.
yeah,
That's so
hey
great. That's exactly what Hubie does.
Wesley, can you tell everybody thanks for listening
Just listening.
and tune in next week.
It's you
Next week, say
next week.
say tune where we'll talk about
Talk about
stuff and stuff.
so soft.
All right. Thanks everybody for listening. What a great get. You said speaking of guests and then cute things, and then Wes appeared. That's the best.
Kiss him.
Well, okay. Hey, say bye, Colin.
Bye, Colin.
Hi, Wes. Aw. The Could Be Better podcast is recorded somewhere with suspect Wi-Fi in the United States of America.
We've been without a studio for several decades, but have finally moved to the real estate where the talks tick and the West's yay.
What?
Actually, we're live now, but you're listening later. So please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and Blue Sky. And don't forget to check out our website for literally everything else at www.couldbebettermeh.com.
Also, pretty please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Overcast, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. or don't, and then let us continue believing what we're doing has purpose and meaning, and you like us. And
Plus, don't forget to check out all of our other podcasts exclusively within the Could Be Better Podcast Network, which includes just us for right now, as the other pods be sleeping.
hey, shout to Kiki, shout to Stitch, shout to my magnum opus ish. And hell, if all else fails, check out Smartless, because we were friends with Jason, Will, and Sean.
Wait, we know those guys?
Of course. Welcome to Arrested Development. I'm Colin McGuire.
And I'm Chris Perry. Thanks for listening, and don't forget, this always could be better.